What is up, guys? Speed here, and today we're doing another episode of Guess the Rank because you guys managed to make the last one reach 2.5k likes. In fact, I think we have like 4.5k. I mean, does that mean I have to do 2? I don't really know. But we're going to be looking at 3 more replays here today. 7.27 patch. It's been a blast. Honestly, I've been having a great time on this patch. I love the item changes. I'm a fan of the fact that Necro 1s aren't in every single game. Lycan isn't nearly as broken. Therefore, I've been enjoying Dota. And let me know in the comment section down below if you have been enjoying this patch as well. And of course, before we get into it, I'm not going to say that I'll record another one in the next 3 or 4 days because I don't want to make this channel only Guess the Rank as much as some of you guys would like that. However, I will do another one in the next week to week and a half if we make this video get to 3k likes. I know, a little bit higher than last week, but based upon what happened last video, I think we can do it. Alright, before we get into the next clip, I just want to say for anyone who this is their first Guess the Rank, which I would assume is probably like 5% of people, but still, if you guys don't know what Guess the Rank is, I look at community clips that are submitted to the community tab, and then, based upon the gameplay, I try to guess the MMR. I don't know the MMR of the clip that I'm watching, right, until obviously I guess, and I do the best I can to guess as close as I can to their rank. And last but not least, before we hop into it, click the link down below to sign up for gameleap.com. The reason why you guys should consider it is if you like the YouTube content here, but you're more focused on gaining MMR, like you hardcore want to get to the next rank, I recommend you sign up to gameleap.com where I go in depth about various heroes. Recently, I did a live co-op coaching session. It was not one-on-one with the player, and I really related more to everyone watching, not just the one guy. So if you're interested in that, you want to learn from live coaching sessions, other meta videos that I talk about, and a ton of hero courses we have over there, curated by pro players such as your boy Speed, click the link down below, and I hope to see you guys there. So we're going to be starting off the game with Jim. It's a pretty basic name. He's playing Weaver, and he also said in the post, which is I'm happy for you, Jim, you went up a whole tier of MMR, right? From like Ancient to, let's say, Divine, or Crusader to, oh wait, what's the one after Crusader? Crusader to Archon. You went up a full 1, which is awesome. Now, let's look at a rune trade. So this is a tough one, Sakuchiing for the rune. I would say that's fine, only because this is a very bad lane to trade into if you're Weaver. The main goal of this laning stage, just looking at it from a base value against the Luna Treant, is to create 2v1 situations against the Treant specifically, because otherwise he'll just bop you and Veno down. So you and Veno need to hit him at the same time, and that's about it, because, that's one of the benefits of Treant. If you ignore him, he's going to kill you in the lane, so really the way to counter Treant is to abuse the fact that he has generally low movement speed, and you can hit him at the same time to punish that. So yeah, we'll see how you kind of help out your Veno, because I think that's something that most players wouldn't do. Oh boy, what is Veno doing? His positioning is horrific, but you're staying back. I think your positioning is proper. The only thing I would say is that already, gotta secure this. I know it's hard, but you just have to. You can't, I think you're actually out of XP range entirely. Oh no, you actually did end up getting it. Okay, it was close, but still, gotta secure those creeps. I know it's gonna cost you a Sakuchi and some HP, but really you have no choice in the laning stage. It's just such a big grief if you don't get off to that good XP start. Alright, another range creep coming up here. I'm curious to see how you secure it. Okay, you Sakuchi backwards. I mean, I know why you did there. It's very reasonable, right? It was gonna get you 2 creeps, got you out of the grasp as well, so not a bad one. Good creep aggro. Wow, love that creep aggro. I don't know if anyone saw that, but he used it for an individual creep. And, okay, this is actually fantastic. I'm getting high more vibes. Because what you're doing, and what a lot of people don't realize you can do, I'm actually going to play it back so I can show it in the time, but right coming up here, he hits level 2. He skills up his Gemini attack, and then what you can do to get maximum value out of Gemini attack in the laning stage is you hit them in the intent to pull creep aggro. So he hits the Luna here, and then immediately walks back. Just the pure fact that he walks back there is a sign of a higher tier player, purely for the fact that he's not going to tank the creeps now. I know it might seem small, but if you do that 8 to 9 times in a laning stage, that's when it adds up. So keep that in mind, guys. Alright, upcoming here we see a bit of a mistake that I just want to point out to you, Jim. So you hit the Luna, that's fine, right? You guys are kind of going on her, but this is where you have to turn around. As I said in the beginning of the laning stage, you have to help Veno when he's getting run at by Treant. Because otherwise, the Veno just kind of gets beaten up. Also, the Treant's level 2, Veno's level 1. You have to help him here. But instead, you kind of just run down the Luna, you try to clip her with the Sakuchi, instead of hitting Treant that entire time, which you could have done, right? You could have just bopped the Treant, which would have saved Veno HP. It would have saved you HP as well, likely in the long run, and it would have done more damage to the Treant. So, bit of a misplay there. Definitely tunnel visioning too hard on the Luna. But nonetheless, though, your CS is pretty dang good. I think your item build is fine. Wand Blightstone seems very reasonable to me. And so yeah, I think most of the things that you're doing here is good. We'll watch about another minute or 2, and then I'll guess your rank. Alright, so you actually decide to take Swarm at level 3, which I don't think it's necessarily terrible. I'm just a bit concerned about the fact that don't want to put another point in Sakuchi. Sakuchi doesn't scale insanely well, but generally the idea behind maxing Sakuchi early, or taking it level 3, is just so you have the cooldown secure creeps, because once again, another range creep denied, and maybe the Veno should be securing it, but I think the fact that you have Sakuchi means you should be, so that's the only big misplay that I'd say you're making. You're not casting Sakuchi nearly enough. However, the Swarm is obviously paying off here, right? Swarm pays off. It's going to actually let you, I think, kill the Trine as well. Wow, okay, that was insane. Yeah, very fair. Maybe you're a Weaver specialist and you've seen the scenario play out, but that totally worked out. Well played, and yeah, I think I'm ready to guess your rank. This is definitely giving me, like, high Ancient, low Divine vibes, for the reason that you're creep aggroing consistently, your build is very well done, you are reacting to all the engagements, like, it doesn't take you a long time to react, even there, like, you know to kite out. The only mistakes that you're making is, like, I think there's some lacking of understanding that you need to help your Veno a little bit more in this lane, and you're not securing range creeps enough with Sakuchi, so if you fix those things up, I would easily put you at low Divine for this gameplay. So yeah, let's, and the reason why I say low Divine is, this is Veno, he's done too many things wrong for me to guess too high, but I'm gonna say Jim is, I'm gonna give you Divine 1. I like everything that's going on here, you're definitely pretty up there, and you are... Jim is Divine 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think you definitely deserve that. I'm not surprised that you've been going up, especially based upon this early laning stage. Weaver can have a hard time last hitting, so purely the fact that you're 20-6 at 433 against a Trine Luna is fantastic within itself, so keep it going, and I think you'll get to Immortal. Alright, next up we'll be looking at Hoarder on the Necrophos, and I just want to say a couple things. Number one, I don't know why you bought Mana Boots and not Greaves. I've said this a million times in my videos, don't buy Mana Boot. Like, I understand the purpose of it on Necro, right? It's like, oh, I can amp the Mana Boots with my Ghost Shroud, and I need to spam my Q, but the problem is, like, you have natural built-in regen, and if you want mana, buy a wand, buy raindrops, and buy, like, a mango or two. Don't commit to Mana Boots, especially considering, obviously, I opened the game and you had it in the laning stage. That's terrible. That's terrible. Number two, I think you should keep your Vambrace on strength 100%. If you guys look at the fact that it gives 10% magical resistance. That is insane on Necro. That's insane. So if you have Vambrace on Necro, you should put it on magic resist. I think by far Strength Vambrace is the best one out of all of them for almost any hero. Even though, you know, 6% spell lamp is not bad. And lastly, having a point booster over a magic wand, a 20 wand, is definitely not correct. I'm 100% sure of that. Wand, sure, it gives less health, but overall, the active you get in combination with your Ghost Shroud is insanely strong, so I obviously disagree with that as well. So a couple of things there. I do think they all add up to become relatively one major mistake in terms of how you're managing your items, but leading into the fight, you bought an Atos. Oh yeah, talking about these items, I like them. This is an offlane Necro, by the way, guys, and I love the Glimmer idea. I think the Atos is reasonable as well. Your team has decent catch, but not the best. Right, it's somewhere in between, but you get Ganon, you pop the Shroud. Taking you way too long to use your Q, though. This is a huge mistake, guys. If you're playing Necro, one of the best signs of, like, being a good Necro is simply having the awareness to cast your Q off cooldown. Obviously, you're not going to run out of mana, so you need to instantly Q. It comes off cooldown here, boom, you Q. You can't waste any time. It really does matter, because the Lina would have done much faster. You would be healing your teammates right now. Obviously, it deals more damage over time. Like, even here, cast it! How is it not being used? Like, maybe you see, you basically could have kept this Viper alive for, like, a couple seconds longer, which nearly would have gotten you the kill into the Sand King. You do clean up the Luna, that's good, but once again, this, okay, you should W to slow this guy. Oh, it took you so long. Oh my god, the Slaughter stun. What is this? Whoa! Alright, use your Q off, use it, Q. Q! What are you doing? Oh my god, alright. Take out your wand? Take out your wand. Oh my god, dude, take out your wand, that is insane, come on! Alright, TP? I think they used both their stuns. You might have been able to TP. Well, not anymore. Alright, he probably has a talent on Luna. Alright, he wouldn't have been able to TP anyway, but... Take out your wand! Oh my god! Alright, there's just so many small mistakes there, Hoarder. Like, of course you were on a 9-kill streak. What else would I expect from a game leap submission? But, yeah, there's just a lot of small mistakes there, and obviously in Dota, that's like one of the best ways to improve. It's hard to notice, you know, that you're making all these mistakes, because... You know, the fight progresses anyway. It feels like you're the last one alive. You must have been doing pretty well. But nah, you gotta fix all these issues. It's quite the problem. So I'm gonna guess your rank. I'm gonna obviously do one more clip after this, guys, so don't worry. It's not ending here. But yeah, you should be buying a mech if you're gonna buy Mana Boots. I do know that your Viper does have a Greaves, so maybe that's why you did that. Maybe you bought Mana Boots in the intent to go Greaves, but then he purchased that anyway. Or it's just bad, I don't know. But I think this is on the lower end. I love your item build, so I don't think it's that low. I'm getting like Archon or Crusader vibes just from like all these small issues, right? Because that's how you get better at Dota. You fix all the small stuff. So yeah, as we watch this last fight, I think you're gonna ulti someone, right? You actually use your Q here, nice. But ulti, okay. All right, I probably would have prioritized the Luna, but looks like that's actually a dieback, so. All right, and let's guess the rank. I think that this is, I'm gonna say Archon 1. This has gotta be Archon 1. All right, and Hoarder is, wait, I always forget which one this is. I think it's, yeah, okay, this is Crusader, right? I'm not crazy. I've done like a million episodes, but I still can't remember Crusader. Crusader and Archon just get me confused for some reason, but. All right, you were Crusader 5, so I was really close. I was only 1 off. That's pretty dang good. I was also 1 off on the other one as well. Can I keep this up? Maybe this is going to be the best episode of all time. I think it might be, and let's get into the last clip. All right, and finally, last but not least, we'll be looking at Derek Zeros, or Derek O. I don't know what you like, but Derek O's Sand King. We're going to be looking at some mid-game team fights, and the first thing I had to point out, we're not going to be starting with the mid-game team fight. I'm just scrolling through the clip, and, like, what are these items, man? I'm not going to lie, I don't get this. I don't get this. Like, first things first, I don't know if your team has a Veil, but I really wish someone bought a Veil. Like, this Bassi easily could become a Veil for only 1,000 more gold. I don't really understand the Yules here. I don't feel like there's anything particularly good to Yules dodge. I don't think it helps your team that much, and I don't think it helps you. And you also didn't have a wand for the entirety of the laning stage, which is just kind of weird. Like, if you want to win the lane, you buy a stick or a wand. It's that simple, and I don't know why players still aren't doing it. On top of that, you're building into a Crimson next, which personally I disagree with. The reason why I disagree this game is because, well, although it's a great Crimson game, and I think you should be going Crimson, I think your build should have just been like Blink into Crimson first off, but I like the Blink here because your team has no initiation. You can't catch anyone. It's very difficult for you to, at least. And lastly, why did you buy this Ring of Health and then the Helm of Iron Will? Just finish the Vanguard first. I think it's a lot better to get the full item, but I'm not going to nitpick too much. Do understand that these things matter. It's not like, I know I point out small stuff, but that's how you get good at Dota, right? It's, as I said, always the small stuff. So let's look into the upcoming team fights. Your team is invading the jungle, which is pretty cool. They're going on your Huskar. Here, I wouldn't go on this Timber. I can already see that your attention is a bit weird. Only because this guy's not going to die that easily, right? Your stun plus Huskar is not going to burst him, and your team isn't close enough to burst him, so I would personally be focusing the Oracle. Because also, you know, if you don't go on Oracle, then the Timber can just disengage. So you immediately commit the Yules. This is a terrible Yules. It does absolutely nothing. I'm just being honest. Like, it literally does nothing. And yeah, I don't know why you're going on this guy. It's just a waste. Like, this is just a really bad start to the fight. This has to be your priority, the Oracle here. It's just bad. Like, and leading with Yules, why? Just get your stun off cooldown, and maybe then your Huskar will go on him as well. But yeah, that was just, it was kind of horrendous start. I'm not gonna lie. Now your Huskar's dead. He overextended, but I would have liked to see you go on the Oracle with him. So I think it's a bit half and half, and yeah, kind of a bad look, man. I'm not. You just gotta really understand your priorities, and you can't burst Timber this game. The way you guys kill Timber is Zeus and Necro, and they weren't there, so you shouldn't try. That's just how it's gotta go. Alright, this Luna is, oh my, overextending, get her. What the, oh man, GG. I don't know what's going on in this game. There you should have pushed in bottom. The TPing mid was really bad. Basically, why is because you want to push in bottom and then connect to mid to shove in the lanes and create map pressure, as well as get yourself to your next item. And yeah, I definitely think you need to blink this game. Like, your team just has no stun. You have no stun. You can't catch anyone. So, like, anytime they split push, your team's gonna have such a hard time catching. And on top of that, it's a really good game to take this epicenter and try to blow up the Timber, because he's always just gonna walk in. So if you can lead the fight by epiing him to drop him low for a Necrophos ulti, that's big value. Alright, and we have one more engagement coming up here. It was Bounty Rune time. Looks like the enemy team is going for a bottom tier 2 push. This is low MR. I'm just being real, like, you will never, ever see in a Divine or Immortal game, well, actually, maybe in Divine, I don't know. I never know with Divines. Y'all are weird, but a team just goes up to a bottom tier 1 tower, like, why? Just think about it, them hitting this tier 1 tower into the tier 2 tower, it is literally telling your team right now, I don't know if you have Aegis or not, obviously I'm not paying that much attention to the match. Okay, Roche is up. Them pushing this tower in any sort of high MMR game is giving up Roche. All they have to do is send the Prophet over with the Huskar, and they've lost Roshan for a tower, which is not even slightly close. This tier 1 and this tier 2 are not worth that much. The only value is taking the outpost later on, which, frankly, giving up Roshan and fighting in a tier 2 is not worth it. However, as I said, I do think this is lower MMR, purely based on all the things that I've been seeing, and your team probably won't take Roche, which is the first mistake. Like, look at this Huskar, he's just insta-TPing back. Why? They're not even at the tower yet. Go hit, you could at least hit some creeps and wait a second. Like, alright, what was that stun? Oh my god. Dude, are you trying to die? You can't just commit your stun in like that. Even if you hit the Luna, it was still not good. Jesus. Alright, the Sandstorm is fine. You just don't want to commit stun. Gives them an opportunity to go. Your positioning here is really bad. Like, if I see a Sand King in Sandstorm, I'm going to put down a sentry and try to stun him. You need to be standing at the back of the Sandstorm to bait them in as far as possible. Now, your stun is on cooldown because you committed earlier. Otherwise, this is a free 3-man stun into an ulti. Like, your stun ulti. But, oh no, don't leave with ulti. There's no way that works, right? Oh no, you're gonna get stone gazed. Oh, really? Oh, you got it off. Wait, what? What's going on? Why is her mana shield off? What is happening? This is terrible. No, but okay, that's why you can't just randomly commit stun, because then when your team is ready for this stun and you wants you to go in, well, then you need it. They dove and you want to get that free 3-man stun because they overcommit onto your Huskar and you just don't have it because you waste it. You can't just willy-nilly use spells and then you miss the Luna. There we go. I love you, man, but this is just... Hey, at least you didn't submit a Game Leap Classic. Respect. You know, like, just for that, respect. And I'm glad I brought you into the episode. But okay, next fight coming up here. I probably would have walked to here and lined up a 2-man stun. I don't feel like your Huskar is going to insta-die. And, like, stunning Luna is definitely not going to save him. So I would have waited for a better stun. But hey, the kiting out is good at least. You could use this guy. Okay, you could have used to cancel his TP there. Okay, good stun. Yules. Alright, nice. Alright. You know, the beginning was like a 3 out of 10, I'm being honest, but the end was like a 7 out of 10, so I'll give you a 5 out of 10, well, 5.5 out of 10 average. And yeah, I'm ready to guess the rank. Oh, is Timber dead? He just, oh my god, that push away was atrocious. What's happening? Timber, use Timber Chain! What is he doing? Why do people just not cast their spells? Like, pipe, Timber Chain, go to a tree. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna guess the rank. There we go. I think this is like... Do I say Herald? Does that mean... Am I not allowed to say that? I feel like... I don't think you're Herald, though, because... It's just like... I don't know, this Yule's just so weird to me. I don't feel like it's a Yule's game. Like, no Blink when your team has no initiation, and the spell casting is just off. I don't want to say Herald. I don't think it's Herald. I think that... Because your CS is actually pretty decent. Could it be higher? Yeah, but like... Your CS is pretty good. All right, I'm gonna say this is Guardian 5. Maybe I say Crusader 1. I'll say Crusader 1. I feel like I'm changing my mind too much. Crusader 1 for Derek O on the Sand King. Let's check it out. Derek O, where are you? You are Guardian 5. All right, Derek O. So hopefully you know what you need to improve on. Guys, you're in your rank because you're in your rank. Do understand that all these things add up. All these mistakes matter. The item build decisions. You know, Necro not putting his wand into his inventory, Sand King, you know, messing up the spell order and not casting Yules, and or stunning too early, and you know, if you fix these problems, that's how you get better. It's not some secret, right? There's no secrets. Pros don't have like some crazy secrets. They might have strategies, but you don't need to worry about that right now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Guess the Rank. Remember, guys, if you want to submit your clips for the future episode, go to the YouTube community tab. You go to the Game Leap channel on YouTube, right? Just type in Game Leap Dota. It's next to videos. Actually, I think it's next to like, I don't know, one of the tabs. You'll see community. I post there about once a week, maybe twice a week. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Before you leave, just want to say a quick message. If you're trying to get better at Dota or you just enjoyed that video, I know this is pretty general and you're going to hear this quite a bit from me, but I recommend you sign up to gameleap.com. Why? Because I put a lot of effort into the content over there, and generally the effort I do there is different from the content you're going to see here on YouTube. It is different. In fact, I usually go a lot more in depth on topics or into niche topics that help you get to the next level even faster, because on YouTube, I often have to keep it more mainstream, and that's even why I'm putting it at the end of this YouTube video. That's why this is at the end, because a lot of people just watch 5 minutes, they skip through just for like the dopamine spike. But if you are interested in actually getting better at Dota, I recommend you go to the description down below, get your discount right now by clicking the link, sign up, use the discount code that you're gonna see there, and I hope to see you there right now. So click it, and yeah, thanks for watching.